If you've been watching my channel, you know that I'm Ethan. I'm a professional producer and songwriter. And this is Collin.
Hello.
He's been producing for how long?
Around 3 weeks.
3
weeks.
3 weeks. Sounded a little bit like 30.
No, 3.
3 weeks. And what we're both gonna do is we're gonna remix one of my songs for my artist project, John Belaya. The song is called Dream, and I have the acapella here in Ableton. And we're both gonna have 1 hour and see what we can come up with. And we're gonna check in on each other, and then we're gonna listen to the results at the end. I'm gonna work on Collin's song a little bit, show him maybe what I would have done differently, and then we're both gonna listen to my take at the end together and see what we come up with.
Yay.
Yay!
Here we go.
Okay, let's go!
Come back in an hour. Bye. Okay, here we go. Okay, gonna slow this down. See how this goes.
Collin started off pretty well. He was trying to line up the acapella on the grid and get some chords in, that type of thing. I thought he was going really strong for the first 15 minutes.
It's rough because I like making slow, like, I don't know, like lo-fi stuff. And this song, this acapella is just so fast. I don't know, I feel like I need to add a lot of chords, but I don't know that many chords.
And this is kind of where he started to fall apart because he didn't know how long to make each chord, and so the chord progression was kind of wacky.
I kind of like that. I dig that. Are you serious? I'm half. Okay, I gotta hurry this up. I have my chord progression in, but I want to like fade it in. How would I fade it in?
It's hard to explain.
Whatever. Okay, I don't. You can teach me automation later. I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay, keep going. You're doing great.
Bye. Well, I'm not automating. Automating is hard. I've done it before, but I don't have time because I literally only have this. And I have 30 minutes left.
So after the phone call, Collin was freshly motivated, and he was killing it. I think this third quarter was probably the most productive for him. He started dragging in samples and building out a beat. This was definitely when he hit his stride.
I kind of dig this. I kind of dig that. That's so loud. The song actually goes hard. I need to add it to my playlist.
He definitely did not slow down for the last 15 minutes. He went super hard. He tried to structure the song, and he got a little confused on some of the fundamentals, but don't worry, I stepped in at the end and showed him how it's done.
No! No!
Time is up.
It's going okay.
Alright, save it. Command S. Alright, I'm not even gonna listen to it. I'll wait.
I thought it was pretty good.
We'll find out. You just ran into the mic. Alright, let's start a new video. Okay. Okay, the garage door is shut, and it's time to wreck Collin. You know, honestly, he probably did a great job. Alright, I have 1 hour. I should probably set a timer, because Collin's gonna come bug me, but I want to know exactly how much time I have left. Set a timer for 58 minutes. Perfect. First things first, I want to come up with some chords. Okay, I gotta think of the direction that I want to take this. I'm really feeling maybe like a Disclosure type vibe. I could go more of like a Flumy type vibe too. The only problem is I only have an hour, and I don't want to get like halfway into it and then realize that I want to go for a different vibe. Oh, I just got an idea actually. I'm 100% gonna go in this direction. Okay, that's actually so sick. All right, let's get some bass going. That's the freaking bass. All right, I want to add some ambient vocals. We're in the key of G sharp major. All right, 10 minutes to get this idea across. I think I can do it. All right, I set that timer with 2 minutes extra, so now I'm just gonna label everything to show Collin. Let's give Collin a call. Collin?
What?
I'm ready.
Yeah, you have 1 minute.
Oh, okay, I've done everything that I can do.
Oh, man. Okay, we're coming.
I've done all I can do.
I've done all I can
Okay,
do. It's a complete bop. I'm gonna drop it next week.
Maybe actually I might drop it next week. All right, scoot up a little bit. So this is Collins.
not
First of
good.
all, the vocal is muted, so I'm gonna
It
unmute.
was. Well, yeah.
Actually, should I just play it as is, or should I
No.
unmute it? Okay. And do you want to keep this muted?
No.
Okay, unmute everything. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is Collins.
It's not good.
Well,
we
listen.
talked about this. It's not
How long have you been producing for, Colin?
good. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Really? Okay, so really roughly 3 weeks, actually?
Yeah, roughly
Okay.
3 weeks.
Wow. I'm gonna do some basic math here really quick. I've been producing 173 times longer than you. I think. Maybe longer than that. Okay, let's listen.
I had a dream that I was walking under the water, bothered by no one. I had
Okay, so far it's just the acapella.
I thought it was gonna be a cool intro.
and I was all you wanted. Honestly, I had a dream.
All right, let's take a look at these chords.
I said before that I had enough.
I don't like it anymore.
No, it's okay. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah. Whoa. Okay. There's a lot happening here, but we can fix this.
I ran out of time.
Okay, it's okay. Drawing in chords is hard sometimes. Let's just
Yeah,
start.
that's it.
Okay, so this needs to be at the tempo of the vocal. So this is telling Ableton what tempo the vocal is, and then you can change the tempo in Ableton and adjust the vocal. So let's listen to that with the chords.
Change my stuff. That sounds better.
So all I'm doing is just making sure the timing of everything is right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had trouble with timing.
Timing is hard. That's like the first thing I learned because I grew up playing drums. But if that's not intuitive and you haven't learned doing that, it can be one of the hardest things to learn. So here's a chord progression. That note sounds kind of weird. Where's that note? Okay, so all I'm just doing is adding a couple notes at the bottom to make the chords sound a little bit more full. And then let's just speed it up to like 100 just to get a little bit faster. And then you have the bass come in here. Let's see what we got for fat square bass. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a good bass sound.
Thank you.
But let's-
Use-
I'm just moving. I'm just moving over the notes from the chords so it's easier.
I did that too.
Yeah, good. That's what you should do. That's great.
Let's
Good.
go. I know something.
Good instincts. Yeah. And then once you have the four chords, then you can just duplicate them.
Yeah.
Over and over.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at these drums really quick.
Please don't.
Okay.
I wanted.
You're out of time.
I know timing's off, bro.
No, it's cool because it's different. I mean, like I just never would do something like this, and that's not like to sound condescending. It's just straight up just different than what I would do. But I'm gonna show you how I would go about this. Let's say the drums come in here. So that's fine. It's just fast, for this pattern. But I would just line them up like this, so they start on the one. This is kind of hype though. Like, it's like it makes me just want to like jump up and down. Like, it reminds me of old postal service. Yeah, but another thing you can do too is you could also just change the pattern and make it slower. I would do like a drummer pattern would be like, yeah. Another thing I like to do also is just put the kick at the top of all the drums. It's like the base of the whole pattern usually.
The most noticeable part.
Yeah. It's so hype.
Yeah,
I love it.
Like that.
It's sick.
I'm kind of hyped like that.
Okay, so like your instincts were really good. The chords were like really close to making sense musically fully. And I think it was just like, if you just look at it, it's just the timing stuff, I think you just need to spend a little bit of time brushing up on music theory and this stuff would be a breeze for you. Just like figuring out when stuff starts, And it's hard too because this acapella wasn't looped properly. So in my mind, it was almost like you're cooking and you used a bunch of different ingredients and put it in the pan, but you're trying to figure out how much of each ingredients to use and like the order to add them in and stuff like that. So all I did was like, oh, you need to actually add a little bit more salt here and this. Anyway, on to Ethan's attempt.
Oh,
I
wow.
labeled everything for you too.
Wow, because you ran in your I have so much.
I had a little extra time, yeah.
Yeah,
Here,
label everything.
I'll open it up so we can see it all. All right, here we go.
You want me to?
I had a dream that I was walking under the water, bothered by no one. I had a dream that you were with me, and I was all you wanted. Honestly, I had a dream. Had enough, yeah, I said before that I had enough. Set 'em down the block, 'cause nobody gonna give me
Similar vibe to yours with the.
but you came along and you gave me more than I could long for. I never wanted to wake up. I had a dream. You said that love me. I had a dream. You said that love me. I was the king of the party, the queen of the dance floor.
Actually, you did really good.
I had a dream.
Sick.
Maybe I'll make an edit of it like this. Put it out. Okay, I like it first of all, but the only thing I was like, oh, this is sick is this like it's like an alarm clock going off,
Yeah,
whatever. Never
that's
thought
so
I'd
cool.
wake up. But I mean, if you really break it down, it's all the same stuff you were doing. It's like I want to add some sort of chord instrument going, and then add some bass, and so there's like
Bass, drums.
this bass that comes in. I'm just adding like a lot of other effects. This is my voice. I did actually end up using the microphone without any effects. It sounds like this. But with all these effects, it sounds like this.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, so just like a little texture. But I accidentally played in these chords. And I was like, oh, those sound really cool with the vocal. Like,
Those chords are actually kind of sick.
thanks. I just wanted to keep trying to mix it up here, so I added like a hi-hat going on. And these are all samples from the Complete Producer Pro sample pack. They actually are.
Actually?
Yeah. I made all these samples from scratch. Not during this, but I used the ones.
But you used that folder.
Yeah, not just that folder though. Like this is from Splice.
Okay.
And this. There it is. That's what I'm capable of doing in an hour. And that's what you're capable of doing in an hour. And that's the difference between 3 weeks and over 10 years. Which I would hope, you know, that's
Give me 10 years.
Let's give you 10. Okay.
Give me
Well, we will do this again in 10 years and we'll see what 10 years next to 20 years looks like. Anything you want to say to the camera?
I don't know. I got wrecked, but that's what I expected. So it's fun. I learned a lot.
Yeah, there's a couple little fundamentals that will go a really long way. It's like when you learn how to shoot a free throw with like perfect fundamentals, then you just have to do it over and over and over. And then it's like second nature. So for me, all this like dragging the drums in, arranging them, getting the chords and stuff, that's all like second nature to me, and I hardly have to think about that anymore.
Yeah.
And then if that frees up your mental space to be able to think about big picture
Other
stuff.
cool stuff.
Yeah, like what's the whole vibe that I want to go for, and then what's something that I could do to make it set it apart. You know, if it was like in a remix contest, and like this little click thing would be like, you know, oh, who would have thought of that? It's very creative. But I wouldn't have been able to think of this even being possible if I was stuck on trying to figure out chords. So all that to say, thanks for watching, I guess. I'll do a plug for the course. I spent the last 2 years developing a course to take people from beginner songwriter producers all the way to advanced and professional. I wanted to be able to walk them through every part of the process step by step, mentor them, and give them the ability to get what's going on in here to come out of a pair of speakers. So if that sounds interesting to you at all, I'll put a link in the description of this video with part of the course for free, and you can check it out and see if that's something you're into. Also, the course is always growing, and I'm regularly adding more and more content to it. Okay, that's all.
It's a good course.
Yeah, Colin's
taking
taking it right now, so
That's how I'm learning.
maybe we could do another one of these when you're done taking the damn thing and show what it's capable of. Stop making excuses and start making music. Cheers.